remember when the time we were like in high school and we would like never talk about like racism and or any type of issues like that just because we were so caught up in high school we didn't think about issues that happen around the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now that we've entered college, I think it's completely changed our perspective on how we view society around us and how we are viewed, us as a minorities, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know that we could gain so much power by knowing how to resist. Like, I thought we would always be minorities and we had to stay quiet, but that's not the case. We have to stand up and be empowered to make a difference.
Well, you know what they say, Michelle? Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
And you know what? It hasn't empowered us to get informed and learn about ourselves.
Yeah, and I think what really made this experience even more significant is going into these elementary schools. Like, you going into Bryant, like, how did that change you? Like,
what you know, it's changed me so much. Just being in there, going through those doors, and like, oh, you know, going back to middle school, it's like, oh wow, now I'm gonna help somebody where I used to be. And like, for example, Bryant Middle School has helped me embrace my language and culture, like in so many ways. I mean, when I was a little girl, I didn't really speak my language, Spanish, in class. Well, first of all, because there wasn't nobody to speak it with, and the teacher always told us to speak in English. Now that I'm older and I understand,
the concept.
I understand the concepts of
internalized
racism. I mean, it makes me really think about like these kids in my service learning because they don't care about that. They embrace it. They talk in English and Spanish in class. You know, the teacher does not say, "Hey, you know, quit talking in Spanish, talk in English." And so I don't see that as a problem now. And so that's what I love about it. And service learning has really taught me that it's okay to be yourself and that you shouldn't be self-conscious about.
Don't try to like
who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
So, well, how has Giant?
Sorry, guys, Jackson. Jackson. Okay. So Jackson, when I first walked into Jackson, I mean, I would hear things about how ghetto it was and whatnot, and so I don't know. I came in there with a strong and different impressions, but one of the main ones I went in there with was the presumptions that these kids were like colorblind. Like, I went in there and I was gonna help first graders, so I thought, how could these kids like think about these things? It seemed amazing to me that they're aware. Like, these kids aren't dumb. Like, these kids know. They just don't, like us in high school. We didn't know the terms.
Yeah, we didn't know the terms.
Yeah, so I feel like it's our duty to help these kids understand what's going on, like, with these issues. Like, not only like us teach them, but learn from them too.
So that's where
critical service learning,
you know.
Yeah, and I feel like that really helped us be empowered by the experience at these elementaries. Like, I feel like it like helped us become better people and understand the concepts better. So
I agree with you because you know what? If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be having this video and be talking about how it really hasn't really affected us because we both went there and we're like, oh, well, you know, service learning, well, just get it there and over with. Yeah. Now it's like you actually do learn something.
Especially when you see the concepts being played into, you're just analyzing these kids and you're just like, wow, you see these things. You see teachers trying to teach these kids that, you know, like, we're different, but you gotta accept each other for who we are.
And that it's okay to be different.
It's okay to be different. And it gave us awareness. You know, that's the biggest thing. It just gave us awareness and it helped us resist.
And now we, you know, as we further our education in college, we can help others be decolonized and help them resist against the issues that are in our society.
Exactly.